Simplify each expression. Use absolute value symbols when necessary. Write all your answers without negative exponents. Now recall, these absolute value symbols are necessary when you have an even index. Let's look at this first problem. We have 625, a to the negative 4, b to the 8th raised to the negative 1/4 power. Let's take care of that negative exponent first. That means that we're going to do a reciprocal. And all this entire term will end up in the denominator. But our exponent is still going to be 1/4. So all we've taken care of was that negative exponent by making a reciprocal. Let's continue to take care of these negative exponents. A to the negative 4 will also need to be written as a reciprocal, so it'll now be in the numerator. 625 is still in the denominator, as is b to the 8th, all raised to the 1/4 power. So now let's take care of this denominator, as our exponent is 4. That becomes the index of the radical. So 4 is our index, a to the 4th is still in the numerator, 625, b to the 8th is still in the denominator. This index indicates that we need to find a number that was multiplied to itself 4 times to give you a to the 4th, and that would be a. A number multiplied to itself 4 times to give you 625 is 5, and b to the 8th means that I have 8 b's. If I was to circle 4 at a time, I would have 2 sets, and that's b squared. Now don't forget, it says that we have to make sure we use absolute value symbols when necessary. Well, I know that 5 is positive, and I know anytime I square a number it'll be positive. But this a, I do not know that it's positive, so I need bars just around the a to guarantee that that will also be positive. Here's another example. Negative 32 m to the 10th divided by 243 n to the 15th. All raised to the negative 2/5 power. Well, I like to handle these negative exponents first, and those are reciprocals. This will still be a negative, but the 243 n to the 15th is now in the numerator, and the 32 m to the 10th is now in the denominator. The exponent is still 2/5. This is a negative number, not a negative exponent, so we'll leave that alone. Next, let's try and handle this fractional exponent. This 5 in the denominator is the index for the radical. So 5 is the index. We still have negative 243 n to the 15th divided by 32 m to the 10th, and the exponent 2 will handle at the end. So we need to find a number that was multiplied to itself 5 times that came out negative. Since our index is odd, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. We can just bring it out. So we'll have a negative answer because of this odd index. 243 happens to be the number 3 multiplied to itself 5 times. N to the 15th, well, there would be 3 sets of 5 n's. And we're dividing by 2 times m to the 10th would be 10 m's. Taking 5 at a time would give me 2 sets of those. And all of this is still raised to the 2nd power. So if we want to continue, we want to square all of this. When you square a negative, it's positive. 9. N to the 3rd power raised to the 2nd power, power to a power, multiply exponents, n to the 6th. 2 squared is 4. And m squared squared is m to the 4th. So that would be our final answer. Now you notice here I'm not worried about putting in absolute value bars because we never had an index that was even. So we're totally fine here, and that's our final answer.